Hey, what's up, everyone? Um, Here again. It's been a while since I've recorded a video. Do I say that every time I record a video? Anyway, anyway, how's everyone doing? I wanted to get on here and say hello. I hadn't made a vlog in a while, and it's just crazy how much is changing and how fast. And I wanted to kind of talk about that, like Kobe Bryant. Oh my God, he retired. It's like, whoa. I know it's been 20 years. It's like crazy though, because you don't realize how fast time flies, and it was so emotional. I'm visually impaired, but sports has always been a part of my life. Like, growing up in the house, my dad always had the Dodgers, the Lakers, the Steelers was his football team. But Dodgers and Lakers, LA girl, forever, always. Born and raised in San Fernando Valley and all over LA. I've kind of lived all over the place out there, and I love it. But, anyways, going back to things happening so fast is like American Idol. Like, how many seasons? It was like 15 seasons. Kobe Bryant, 20 years. Like, wow. Looking back, I'm like, oh my God, I feel old. But my son is 13. It's insane. And I don't know. I got emotional earlier watching actually a Kobe Bryant interview, and I was just thinking, like, when my dad was here, that was his dude. That was his boy. Like, Kobe Bryant was, my dad's favorite player. I mean, he loved. Don't get me wrong. He has his players, but Kobe was his number one, and it's crazy. I know it would have been bittersweet to him. But just got emotional. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird, but you kind of wish sometimes when you feel like you know these people, you want to give them a hug and just say, I love you. Thank you. It's crazy. But I'm just weird like that. Anyways, I don't know. It's insane how fast time is flying by. And it's like all those things, the chapters are closing, things wrap up or come to an end. And you're like, where did the time go? But then, I know maybe some of you don't watch, but Fuller House is on, and when that came on, the spinoff of Full House, it was kind of refreshing. I mean, you think of everything that's going on in the world, and everything's so dark or like sad. And I mean, it's not that it hasn't always been that way, but I think with the internet, we're all so connected, and we're able to see what goes on everywhere. And now with sites like World Star and just everywhere, where it's like people are gloating with people's mishaps, or when things are going wrong or sad shit is happening, and it's like people are entertained by this. I mean, it's partly good because everything is recorded, and I mean that in a sense of, like, if something crazy is happening involving kids or someone's life, it's good that that evidence is there. But at the same time, it's like a lot of people watch this for a form of entertainment, and I just can't for the life of me get it. I don't get it. But it's like, this world is cold enough as it is already, and they're recording these tragedies instead of getting help. But I guess, like I said, recording is helping, but I feel like that's not in their mind. What's in their mind is, oh, let me get this up for some likes and views. And it's crazy. It's unfortunate. I'm like, dude, really? How do you get good feelings off of someone else's sad or hard times? But I don't know. That's a whole nother topic. I just hope that you can find the good, even in your struggle. Like, try not to saturate yourself in all of these crazy things going on. Try to embrace whatever good is in your life, even if it's just something little. You feel like, well, shit is always going wrong. Well, try to find anything good. You know what I mean? My life isn't perfect, nowhere near. I have my own struggles, but I have three kids that I adore, like, with all of my heart, and I swear they're hilarious. They make me laugh all the time. My two boys and my little girl. I'm so proud of them and blessed that I have them. And I thank God, like, these three little souls, that's all the purpose. Like, they motivate me, they make me want to do better and try. And, you know, I don't know, I can't tell you how much those three mean to me. They're also funny, they're loving, they're playful, they're crazy and fight with each other, but what siblings don't, you know? They're crazy, but I love them so much. And I don't know, you just gotta see, like, the good things, you know? You can't let those horrible things consume you, because we're in these screens every day, all day. And well, a lot of people do, they like just saturate themselves in craziness. But I don't know, just try to take the good where you can and embrace it and live in it, because these moments are going by like crazy. Seconds, minutes, hours are just going by. I mean, think about it. Think about a couple of years ago. It just went by like nothing. You know, my little boy is 5, and I remember having him. My dad passed in 2010, and it's like yesterday I was sitting on the couch like a little girl, you know, watching Dodgers and Lakers with him. And, you know, it's just, time is precious, man. It's precious. And I don't know. Anyways, enough of that. Just try to see the good where you can. And, you know, if you're going through a hard time, I wish I could hug you and show you that, you know, there's love in the world, and not everyone is bad and judgmental. Because for me, I'd rather, you know, see the good in everyone. Everyone's been through hard times and goes through things, and some of us are harder, more jaded, and I feel myself getting that way, and I don't like it, you know. But I'll never be completely jaded like that. I mean, I pray to God that things don't make me that way. But I don't know. I see it everywhere. I mean, I went to urgent care last week. I won't go into it, but it was just a horrible experience. I mean, how cold they were to me, and I'm thinking, is it because I don't have millions of dollars? I know you guys aren't getting paid very well because I don't have the best insurance. However, I am a person. You know what I mean? And my father, when he was here, I saw a lot of times how they mistreated him. And I'm just thinking, like, when you get into healthcare, you know, any field where you're dealing with people, I mean, you know, where you're dealing with people in a way where you should show some compassion, you know, whether it be a doctor, a teacher, a counselor, you should go into it because you have a passion for that, for helping people, for making a difference, you know, for wanting to heal people, not for the paycheck. You know, I'm not saying, oh, you know, people won't, you know, go into business because they don't want to get paid, you know, obviously. They pay to go to school, so they want to get paid. But you know what I'm saying? Your heart has got to be in it. And I just don't see how, when you're dealing with people in that manner, especially being doctors or, you know, nurses, people that are supposed to be nurturing people and caring for people, are cold. It doesn't make any sense. But that's a tangent. It's just thoughts that I really wanted to share. You know, I'm sorry if you're going through some hard times, you know, sickness or money issues or whatever the case may be. You know, hard times have to pass, and if you have a goal or a dream, just go for it and get it, because time goes by like no other. I mean, we're talking about Kobe just started and now he's retired, you know, 20 years. It feels like he just started. And for those of you who are younger and were tiny when he started, I'm sure it still feels like it went by like nothing. And I remember being, you know, in my early 20s and being so self-conscious, or even when I was going through depression in my teenage years, being so self-conscious of everything and just not realizing how minute and not important it is about everyone else's thought. And, on you, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, they're not focused on you. They're not focused on who you talk to or what you're doing. And if they are, they really got to get a life. So don't let that bother you. I mean, seriously, not trying to sound like an after school special, but the time is now. Don't worry about what people think, how they see you, what they say. You got to do what's right for you right now. And the thing is, when you step back and look at the big picture, do their thoughts really matter when it comes to you and those, negative vibes and thoughts? And it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Like, you matter. You lay down with your thoughts at night, and if you have a dream or a goal, don't think so much about it. Don't think I'm too big, or I'm too skinny, I'm too this or that. Just go for it, because you won't know unless you try. And what do you have to lose? You know what I mean? I'm sitting here, I'm 33, and I wish that I felt the way that I felt the way that I did back then, like that I do now, that saying, if I only knew now or knew then what I know now. You know what I'm trying to say. um, as you get older, you get more comfortable in your skin. For, a lot of us that do learn, some people will always be self-conscious or always be some sort of negative or bitter, but you really have to love yourself. And I don't mean, just be fully yourself, but you only got one you know what I mean? You only have you, and, work with what you got. You're special, you're here, and I don't think that's just by chance. I think that we all fit in this world somehow, some way. Think about everyone you've ever met, whether it's been a good or crazy experience. It has probably taught you something. And in that, it's a blessing. Life is a blessing. I feel so upset sometimes because I can't see, and I get so frustrated. But then I'm so grateful to be here. Like, I'm alive, and my kids are here, and I love them, and I couldn't imagine leaving them. God forbid, anything to ever happen, but you know what I mean. But you just got to see the good anywhere you can. So, I don't know, I'm trying not to be so repetitive, but there's just so much that I want to express, and I want you to feel love somewhere, because I know some of us don't feel it, don't have anyone in our corner. At least we feel alone, and that's not cool. I've been there and sometimes still feel that way. And then I think of my kids. I know I'm not alone. Sometimes, you don't want to express everything to the ones you love because you don't want to be that. And for me, I'm always feeling like I want to be the rock. I want to be stronger than that. But, I mean, we all have a right to feel. Just try to look at the good wherever you can. And I'm going to cut this a little shorter because I keep saying that. And the last thing I wanted to share is, besides going for your goal and dreams, like, just go for it. I started like a small part of my little business last week. I received my first little shipment of products that I'm going to be working with. And I'm really excited. This is going to be a huge learning process because it's totally on my own. It's not for any company or anything like that. So I don't know. I'm praying and hoping it goes well, and I'm just going to try to learn. And I like learning from others, very open-minded and open to advice and constructive criticism. So for anyone who has advice for starting a business, please feel free to share. And feel free to leave some comments and ask me questions or suggestions on videos that maybe I could do. I'm going to be doing singing videos, vlogs like this one, and fitness videos. I want to start getting back into shape and just sharing, certain things that I do, and also be descriptive with it for my visually impaired friends. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Pray for me. I'm praying for you. Stay focused, and please don't give up. I mean, if you're feeling like that, just know that we're all there. We've all been there to some degree, and